Hello everyone, my name is Mandi Lynn. I am the author of the young adult novel Essence, and today we are going to be figuring out whether or not you yourself, the person who is watching this video, is an author. So recently one of you messaged me on Facebook pretty much asking when would you consider yourself to be an author, and I thought that was an extremely good question because it is something that I always wondered before I was published, and I thought it was just something that I personally thought of and that it was something that no one else really considered, but apparently you guys talk about it. But basically, way before my book was published, I always said I was a writer. I'm a teen writer, and I wrote a novel, but I was never able to actually call myself an author, because for me personally, I felt like an author was someone with a published book. So I said I was never going to consider myself to be an author until I had a book published. And then I decided along the road to self-publish my book. And when I went to self-publish my book, I realized I need to start creating hype for myself before the book came out. And when I did that, I needed to advertise myself as a person. And I had to say, Mandi Lynn, teen author, and I had to step back for a moment and be like, oh, I said I was never going to call myself an author until my book came out. So this was months before my book was scheduled to come out, but I pretty much said, you know what? It's coming out. I'm calling myself an author. My book isn't out yet, but I'm calling myself an author now. And that's pretty much what happened. So that's my side of the story. I always said I was never going to consider myself to be an author until I actually had a book published. I considered myself an author before that. I went against my word, but it worked out for me. What I want to know is what your opinion is on the subject. Do you consider yourself an author before you're published or after you're published? Or do you consider yourself an author as soon as you finish the last page of a manuscript? So that is my question, and if you guys want, you can answer it below. So tell me what you think on the subject, and as always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and as always, subscribe.